Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel. It's the Tier 6 German SPG with a 15cm howitzer, and it's located on the south spawn of Cliff under the command of Scrappey. Now, 15cm howitzer, 680 alpha. It's based on the chassis of a Panzer Mark IV. You can tell that because it's got 8 bogey wheels, and if you divide the bogey wheels by 2, you get the mark of tank that it actually came from, and in this case Mark IV. Now this vehicle also uses the running gear of the Panzer III, or some of the gear, steerage and linkages I think, and the same chassis was used for the Nashorn. So if you swap the gun on this vehicle, you get yourself an Nashorn. You have to put an 88mm gun in there, but it's a tank destroyer on that one, and if you put a howitzer on it, you've got yourself a Hummel. And Hummel means bumblebee in German, and Hitler didn't like it being called the Bumblebee, so he wanted that name changed, but it kind of stuck actually. Okay, AMX 12 ton, lining up a shot. Ooh, went behind the building, he knew he was safe there, and he's knocked down the building, and we put the round in where we thought he'd be. Now reload time is about 26 seconds, that's by the book, but I think actually you can get it down about 23, 24 seconds with a good crew, BIA, that sort of thing. AMX 12 ton again, didn't take any damage from our shell unfortunately. Now lining up another shot, can we splash him? Well, he's gone the other side of the building, but there's something we can hit, and that's a Tiger P. Rounds out, it should hit. Oh, went long. It went very long, landed behind the Tiger P, only stunned him. That's unfortunate. Okay, we've got an IS-3 now. So we're lining him up for a shot instead. Now, some of you may have noticed we're not using mods on these replays at the moment, and that's because they're from a previous client. And on previous clients we can't use the mods because they just don't work. But a lot of you have actually said, well, we like these replays without the mods because it's a lot clearer to see. And I do agree, but I do like the mods because they do actually give you a lot of information. It's very useful when you're actually playing the game, especially if you're commentating on one. But I bow to my viewers' wishes on this occasion, and yep, well, we're getting these replays, as many of them done as we can. Over the next couple of weeks you're going to see about 10 replays a day if we can do them all. I know you might say, well, that's a lot of replays to watch. You don't have to watch them all, but there are some good ones, I can tell you, because I've seen the lists and I know that there's some good ones out there, so it's well worth paying attention. Right, round out on the Centurion, and it falls short. We're not having much luck with RNG today. I think you may have noticed at the start of the game, Scrappey has got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his Hummel. That means he really has played this tank quite a lot. And it also means that he should have a very accurate crew. So I don't understand why the shells aren't falling exactly on the targets as they should be. Well, that AMX 12 ton's just gone down. So can we get a shot on the Centurion? Lining him up, round out, this should hit. Oh, move back just at the right moment. Got some splash on him there. If our AMX 12 ton keeps spotting that Centurion, our teammates should be able to get rounds into him. We've got an MT-25 just south of the West Rock, and he should be able to get some hits in. But Scrappey gets one into the engine bay and sets him alight. And he's picked up a huge amount, 192 hit points from the fire. That's very nice. Another thing you may have noticed about the replays recently is I've actually been allowing the ambient sounds to be heard. Before we actually kept them away because it was a distraction. But another thing that some people like the ambience. Oh, lovely direct hit there from on the Churchill. 310 hit points from that one. If these two stay together, he might be able to hit them both at the same time. It'd certainly be nice to get a bombardier. That Tiger P is holding back. No, he's pushing back behind the rock. And good reason too. The Churchill went down. Scrappey could fire around into those bushes. He does. Not sure if the Tiger P got hit, but it's well worth a try. Up on top of the hill, we've got a T-52. Oh, well, we did have a T-52. Our GW Panther said otherwise. He said, nope, I'm not letting you up there, and took him out of the game. Okay, Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. And he's just taken out our KD-85. Now, that's quite a dangerous tank destroyer, but it's very lightly armoured. If we can put a round into that Borsig, well, we don't need to worry, because our Borsig put one into him. And he's now back in the garage. We're one tank up on the enemy, but they still have a large number of really dangerous tanks. I forgot to mention earlier at the start of the game, this is a tier 8 game. Oh! Well, we hit the target. Tiger P took around 178, and we're picking up stun assist. Yeah, this is a tier 8 game on a 357 matchup. So, as a tier 6 Arty, we're going to earn a lot of XP. And the Tiger P, well, he's not really going to be protected from an Arty round if he keeps pushing a wreck around. It's actually going to be very bad for him. And he's gone. All pushing a wreck around does is advertise your position and make you very slow so the Arty rounds can definitely hit you. It's not the right thing to do. I once saw a wreck driving down the street. I knew it was a wreck because it was actually side on. It was being pushed sideways down a road. I couldn't see the tank that was behind it, but he was pushing it along as a bit of extra armor, and it just made a perfect target for my Arty shell. And the moment I fired, a KV-2 was discovered directly behind him, and that's a lovely kill. That C-34-100, the constructor, is out the game. Right, 40 TP. Oh, that was pretty sudden. That was a Borsig. That big gun. Okay, that hit the rock face. Now, the Borsig was one of a group of guns or gun carriers, Waffenträger, that the Germans built. They did build a number. What they were trying to do was actually design new tank destroyers which could carry very big guns but be very lightly armoured and very easy to make. The only problem was that they were actually very vulnerable. And that Su-100, that box tank, well, yeah, he was vulnerable too. Fixed gun, big structure, very easy to hit, and we're 2 up on the enemy now. Their tanks, well, they've got an IS-3 and a Super Jumbo, the M4A3E2, the one with the heavy armour. Now, it was the Super Jumbo that rescued the American troops. Well, it was the first into Bastogne. They actually needed rescuing as such. Oh, yes, he got a kill shot on him. King Cobra is the Super Jumbo that made it into Bastogne to relieve the American Airborne. And we do have a skin for that Super Jumbo. Rusty made one. And here's the IS-3. Oh, went zooming over the top of him. His life must have flashed before his eyes. He's a full health IS-3 though. So this is going to get rather dicey because he's very close. And he's got a 122mm gun that can do about, well, if I remember correctly, something like 390 Alpha. Is it 390 or 320 Alpha? 320 Alpha, I think it is. Now. Oh, yes, got one into him. 15cm shell meets the IS-3. IS-3 is going to suffer. Now we can aim at the side of him. The reticule is showing his vehicle is in the way and he's out the game. That's fantastic because that means the only remaining enemy of this M44 and this M12 and the AMX AC-46 is spotting them for us. Rounds out on the M44. Long time for the flight to fly in, the shell to fly in, but the GW actually takes the kill. Now just the M12 to kill and he's over in that corner. We know where he is. He was seen over there. AMX is trying to get a shot on him. There he is, hiding in the corner. We're going to get the shot off before... Oh, the ASC gets there before we can. And the GW fires one in anyway. Bit of a waste of ammo, but there you go. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Scrappey in the Hummel. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. In fact, he got 13 in that one. And he also picked up a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, looking at that, he's actually got the highest damage in the game. 2,458 hit points. Didn't pick up the high caliber for some reason. Maybe it wasn't 20% of the hit point total. The next high score was the Borsig with 2013, and after that it came the S51 on the enemy team who got 1,679. When it came to kills, it was between the Borsig and the GW Panther. They both managed to get 4 kills apiece. The Borsig on the enemy team got 3 kills, and Scrappey came in with 2. And when it came to base XP, it was Scrappey because he was bottom tier in a top tier game and tier 8 game. And he actually ended up with 1,240 base experience points, which is easily an ace. 907 for the GW Panther and 808 for the MT25. He fired 16 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits but no penetration, and splash damage on 13. Damage of 2,458 hit points, of which 2,323 were up more than 300 meters. The close one was the IS-3. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did 1,375 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 43,714 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 25,794 credits. He received 1,240 base XP, and unfortunately there were no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. But it was a very good game, and I think he enjoyed it. He seemed to enjoy it. I certainly would have if I was playing that one. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.